Hey everyone, and welcome back to the RedBeard Outdoors podcast. This is Jonathan, your host, and here at RedBeard Outdoors, I talk about faith, family, fitness, and the outdoors, because I've noticed that people who are consistently successful implement some form or fashion of those four things in their lives, and I want to have consistent success myself in all of the avenues of life that I choose to partake in. So, I want to share that journey with you, and I want you to come along with me and have your own journey as well. That's why I've created RedBeard's Fit Crew, so we can share our journeys a little bit more privately in the group, because some people don't feel comfortable posting on social media, and nor should you have to, right? Social media can be a great tool, but it can also be a hindrance. So I want to share with you guys today being the Wednesday Wake Up edition, quote, or in this case, it is a scripture out of Psalms that I want to share with you. I shared it on Sunday as my Sunday scripture on Instagram, but I wanted to share it with you guys and kind of give you my thoughts on it, because it's a pretty cool scripture that I hadn't read in a while and really stuck with me. Before we get into that, just wanted to give a shout out to the show sponsors and affiliates. They're just amazing companies that I just want to share with you guys, and I work with them for a reason. I want you guys to get the best quality products at the best price at a best price possible. And to start, of course, I'm going to plug our group, RedBeard's Fit Crew. I'd love to have you over there, guys. We're doing great things, coming up with challenges here starting in November, so we can kickstart before the new year and everyone jumps on the bandwagon. I want you to be on that bandwagon, be on the wagon trail, just heading full steam into the new year and towards your health and nutrition goals. Come join me over at RedBeard's Fit Crew. Also, I would love for you to check out Phorm. If you're looking for supplements, you can shoot me a message, guys. Send me an email. Ask any questions you'd like. Love to have you over there checking out protein or multivitamins, whatever. Shoot me a message on what you may need, and I'll go over your nutrition with you and help you out. I'd love to help you on that. Of course, Alpen Fuel and Heather's Choice, my two go-to companies for backcountry nutrition. If you're out there hunting, hiking, backpacking, whatever it may be, go check out those companies. Amazing flavors, great ingredients, and they won't tear your gut up in the backcountry like some other companies that you know of. And if you've tried them, you know what I'm talking about. Next, Kafaru. Go grab a duplex light frame and build out your pack however you want. And I love they're built by tanks, probably by tanks. I mean, the people that build them are pretty awesome, and they're all made in the U.S. Great company, awesome individuals, and great backpacks. Will pack everything you need, from day packs to multi-day trips, backpacking, hunting, whatever it may be. Go check them out. blackovis.com. Go check out the link down below to save some money. Anything you need for the outdoors, pretty much, from clothing to glassing, little tools here and there, building arrows. Go check out blackovis.com. Of course, as well, if you're looking to have a better beard, guys, whether it be itchy beard, whatever, you want it to look better, you want it to smell better, all of the above, go check out Affect Beard Oil at affectbeard.com. Use code RedBeard10. Save some money and support a good little local company here. Love the guy. He makes it himself. All the products that are sold on the website. And of course, last but not least, All-In and All-In Digiscoping. If you're into getting good shots of animals while you're out, either scouting or hunting on your spotting scope, and soon they will have bino adapters as well. Go check out All-In Digiscope and use code RedBeard. Save some money and get free shipping. All right, guys, let's get into this scripture or quote that I want to share with you guys, because, look, I'll be honest with you guys, and if you're a parent, this is definitely going to be something for whether you're a parent or a future parent or whatever, you deal with kids on a regular basis, but definitely mainly for the parents or future parents out here. Please listen in on this, because I post a lot about my family because they are integral in my life. There's a lot of life choices that I've made personally because I knew I wanted to be a dad. Not everyone does. Not everyone needs or wants to have kids. If you don't want to have kids, please don't have kids. Don't have kids if you don't want them. But if you if you are looking at going into parenthood or you are a parent, you're going to relate with this. I've had some issues where there's times where I just get extremely frustrated because one, either I wish my kids would just listen to me the first time, and that would save so much time. It would make things so much more efficient if they would just listen the first time. You can all relate to this. Raise your hand if you agree. No, but in all reality, guys, it's a big deal to have those moments where you're just so frustrated with work. Maybe you're not hitting your fitness goals. You've got all these things going on in your personal life. If you're hunting, you haven't tagged out yet. You've got all these stressors. A lot of them are self-imposed. We can't, as parents, put those on our kids. And I notice that sometimes, especially lately, it's kind of been leaking out towards my youngest son. He is a test for me. We butt heads, and you've probably heard me mention that before on the podcast or seen it on any of my posts. He has such amazing potential. He is such an awesome kid, will hold you to your word, will ask the plan, wants to know the plan, wants to follow the plan. He wants to do things his way. He's very headstrong. He questions everything, and I love that about him. He's such an amazing kid. But at the same time, it's so frustrating sometimes because sometimes you just want to say, hey, come over here, we're going this way, without having to sit down and explain why we're doing something or why we're running into this store or why we're doing this or that. And I noticed that I was getting really frustrated with him and not recognizing and almost putting out that fire that he has inside of him. And that's not what I need to be doing. There are so many people out there that are already going to try and do that. I don't need to do that as a dad. I am his dad. I am here to be able to tell him he can do anything he puts his mind to and works for. That's what I'm here for. So this scripture just kind of reminded me of that. I wanted to share it with you guys. And even if you're not religious, that's okay. Hopefully you will understand that this scripture has a lot of meaning. So it's in Psalm 127, verses 3 and 4. It says, "Lo, children are an heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. As arrows are in the hand of a mighty man, so are children of the youth." So children are a heritage of the Lord. When you think of it that way, and I've mentioned this before, parenthood, mothers play a certain role, fathers play a certain role. It is of the utmost importance to recognize, and if you're Christian, you will definitely understand this. God has given you these children. He has trusted you with them. What are you going to do with it? Imagine if every moment, every interaction you had with your children, God and Jesus Christ were right there watching you. And that just sent chills down my spine when I read that and thought about it that way, because I would not be proud of every single interaction I've had with my son and he does. God watches everything. He knows everything. And I can only imagine the pain and the nails on the chalkboard feeling that he gets in some of the interactions that I've had with my son, where maybe I've spanked him and sent him to the corner or yelled at him because I was frustrated about something and he just needed help with one or two things that I've already explained 1,000 times. And I'm frustrated about that, so I snap. I can't imagine how that would make Christ feel. I mean, I guess I can, because I'm feeling it right now. It's not a good feeling, and I need to be better as a dad. So children are an heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. So for me, it's a reward to be a parent. It really is. And most of the time, that's how I feel about it. It's those off moments where I'm really upset with, and I keep bringing up my youngest son because he's really the one that brings it out in me. Or, there, a lot of our other children have their own struggles, but they're definitely built different. And our son Asher is he likes to argue because he wants things done the most efficient way, and he feels like his way is the best way. And so I need to constantly remember that. And I wanted to remind you out there listening that, one, I'm not perfect, and that's why I'm sharing this journey with you. And it's okay to not be perfect as a parent. It's okay to sit down at the end of the day and recognize that you've messed up as a parent. But what do you do with that? And so we just got back from Legoland. We took him out there for his 8th birthday. And we're going through the process of him being baptized. Any of you that know, I am LDS of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. At the age of 8 is when we baptize our children. They have the ability to choose. And so we're having those discussions with him of getting baptized and what that means, and letting him make that choice, not making it for him. It is a choice that everyone should make on their own volition. Okay, so I need to be a better example. And that's what stuck out to me there in that scripture. And then, of course, being an archer and getting into archery, loving archery. I love the next verse as it says, as arrows are in the hand of a mighty man. I can think of 4 or 5 people off the top of my head that I would consider mighty men with arrows in the modern day. Now, there were amazing, strong men that were great archers in history, but I'm thinking of today, people that we look at as great hunters or great archers, and what they do off the field, per se, quote unquote field, as well, that makes them mighty men. So as arrows are in the hand of a mighty man, so are children of the youth. Children are that important. They are a powerful tool, just as arrows are a powerful tool in the hand of a mighty man. Children are a powerful tool for youth. Their youth is their power. They're malleable. We help as parents to change and alter their future. Their interactions with us change and shape their future. In turn, changing and shaping the future of this earth, but more close, their future families, their communities, and their future world. We are doing that. We have that power. Children are that power for us, just as arrows are in the hands of mighty men. Remember that. You have that power. So the next time, and I've been working on this, especially this last weekend, because my son's got a hard time sitting in line and waiting for the rides and walking around all day and, doing that sort of thing that kids just don't necessarily enjoy doing. They want the instant gratification of being able to ride every ride without waiting in line or having to walk to it. Throughout this weekend, I've worked extremely hard on having those conversations with him and working through things with him so he can learn and the way that Asher needs to learn. And of course, my other children, they get highlighted as well in other ways, and they're amazing, and I love them. They just don't seem to take as much work with my patience as our youngest son. So I wanted to share that with you guys today because that's just the quote that's kind of ringing true with me as of right now. Something that I am working on is just being a better dad and a better example for him, being better at teaching because he learns in a different way. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your week. I hope you got something out of this episode. If you did, share the episode so we can bring people in and listen to the podcast. Keep it growing because, man, it's growing, and I really appreciate your support. Definitely go join me over at RedBeard's Fit Crew, guys, on Facebook. Thank you so much for everything that you do, and I look forward to seeing you in the various ways that we would communicate. Hope you have a great rest of your week, guys, and of course, get out, live your life, and love it.